and the magical Santa Rally. We are coming in live today from Manhattan. And one thing I want to talk about was the potential of a Santa Rally. We're in the entering the second half of the month where a lot of magical moments happen for most of the crypto cycles. But like, I always have to say, the cycles don't really exist. It's just people to make sense of a very immature market. But now we are going into finally the last 2 weeks of this crazy ass year. And when I walk around Manhattan for Christmas time, like times like these, by the way, as you come in, don't forget, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Sharing is caring and it's free. I gotta be reminded that although the market structure suggests that at best we'll have a consolidation in the next 2 weeks, and maybe something will happen in January, or at worst, the Japanese yen carry trade actually just like unwinds and destroys the whole market. One thing that we can actually be hopeful for is that a lot of people like myself, right? A few years ago, I lost a lot of things. My life didn't go as planned. Car crash, lost a girl, all kinds of crazy shit. But I wished during Christmas back in 2020 that I could be in the position I'm in right now and be here right now in New York City. So keep the faith. So presently we don't have things popping up. Sorry, it's a little bit loud in the background. We don't have things popping up like the Clarity Act is not aligning the way we wanted it to for this year, right? People are still hopeful and it's not going to happen. Congress is going to recess. Right now they're basically getting their bags packed and getting their staff ready to go back to their homes, constituencies, and just celebrate the holidays, which is kind of what I'm doing a little bit of today. Great stuff. But there's no Clarity Act until January, maybe. And we are finally recovering from October 10th, 2025, which was the worst ever crypto liquidation for one day. It's 8 weeks out, and Tom Lee today said we're finally at the time when we're actually going to start to see people coming back in the crypto market and the crypto market stabilizing. Howdy, Christmas event. No, this is Midtown Manhattan. So we're finally starting to see the crypto market stabilize and get back to normal. And unfortunately, sure, a lot of people are getting their bonuses, bankers, and they're getting ready to basically put in the crypto market. But what we also found out today is that job reports are bad. Basically, non-farm payrolls, everybody that's not working on a farm, is disappointing. Jobless claims are higher than ever, and we have the worst jobless rate since September 2021, right at the height of COVID. So we have to understand that the money that we usually see for the Santa Rally may not come in. That doesn't mean that long-term we're not going to be stronger. I think that the market next year, because of everything that's happening with policy, legislation, the ETFs, we're going to see the biggest market boom we've ever seen in our lives in any industry. It's going to rival 1929, the 1920s, in a good way. I'll explain in a second. 1920s. But because we're going to have market structure law passed before, a crash versus 1920s when after the crash the SEC was established, we're going to be able to enjoy it for much longer. And on top of it, we're going to be able to actually not have the big crash that we did in 1930. 1930. But one thing that I want to implore, the next 2 weeks, again, people are going to be watching the markets. It's okay to watch the markets, 24/7 market. I have it on my phone, I have it on my laptop, everything. I'm constantly watching markets 24/7. But remember that this is a time to not take your foot off the gas necessarily, because I'm going to be working throughout the holidays, probably even Christmas a little bit too, and New Year's Day. But just remember that we do this for one thing and one thing only, to enjoy these moments, right? Sure, we didn't have a great crypto year like we thought we would have. But look at how beautiful this is, at least for me. And whoever's watching as well. But remember that the 12 days of Christmas, however you want to look at it, American Christmas, love it. They start this week. So if you have families, you have children, make sure you spend time with them. Make sure that you do things like this. You take walks around like your local neighborhood Christmas decorations and events, and tell them that you love them at the end of the day. Not everybody made it. I have a lot of friends that are calling me saying that they're depressed or they have family members that died. And of course, they're all in crypto. And again, What seems like when everything goes bad at once, right? You can never just have things go bad, a certain part goes out of your life and another part is okay. It seems when everything goes bad, it goes bad together. When everything is going great, it goes great together. But one thing we can be thankful for is if you have a roof over your head, you have food, you have family, and spending time with them, just enjoy the holidays. Fox Square. And with that being said, I'm off to Georgia for a trip down south for some lobbying, politics, and doing my best to make sure that after Christmas, well, right before Christmas, during Christmas, and after Christmas, things are greater than ever before. However, before that, I know this is a crypto channel, but I have to show you guys this as well, because this is fucking sick. Happy holidays. Look at that beauty. The Diamond District. Because nothing says you love somebody like diamonds. And we all know that nowadays nobody actually buys diamonds, but it's still pretty sick. I'll see you guys from Savannah, Georgia. With that being said, upwards and onwards. Let's get that money.